It's 31 days of compassion and animal friends. To kick it off tonight, Animal Friends brings you a Tail-A-Thon. You'll hear heartwarming stories, meet adoptable animals, and find out how you can make a difference in the lives of our region's homeless pets.
Welcome to Animal Friends Tail-A-Thon. I'm Rob Johnston with my co-host Chris Winter. This special show is part of Animal Friends 31 Days of Compassion. Tonight, we're going to introduce you to adoptable animals, tell heartwarming stories, and see Animal Friends' life-saving mission at work.
That's right, Rob. We know you're going to be amazed and touched to see the incredible work that this organization does. It may bring a tear to your eye, but I guarantee it will warm your heart. And right now, your donation will go further. An anonymous donor has set forth an incredibly generous challenge and will match every gift 50 cents on the dollar up to $40,000 to Animal Friends 31 Days of Compassion.
That's great. Tonight is so important to Animal Friends because without support from compassionate, caring people like you, they could not continue. Every dollar makes a difference. Call 888-935-PETS or log on to thinkingoutsidethecage.org to make a donation.
I've been a longtime supporter of Animal Friends, and I'm still so impressed and touched by the tremendous work Animal Friends has done with dogs, cats, and rabbits over the years. It truly is life-saving.
It's incredible. I've seen it as well. The stories are heartwarming. Before we introduce you to the animals and show you Animal Friends' life-saving work, here is Animal Friends President and CEO David Swisher to tell you a little bit more about Animal Friends.
Hi, I'm David Swisher, President and Chief Executive Officer here at Animal Friends. And this is Lucky. My family and I adopted Lucky, or should I say, Lucky adopted us nearly 7 years ago. The joy that Lucky has brought my family is only one example of the incredible work that happens every day here at Animal Friends. Through our progressive, pet-focused programming, Animal Friends is making an incredible difference in the lives of both people and pets throughout our community. And that's what 31 Days of Compassion is all about. It's celebrating the animal-human bond through lives saved, bodies healed, and pets rescued. It will take all of us working together to make our community more caring and compassionate for all of our animal friends. Animal Friends has been saving lives in the Pittsburgh region since 1943. From our days in the Strip District to our campus here in the North Hills, we have grown so much because, quite simply, there is so much that needs to be done. Whether it's a homeless pet like Lucky, who needs a second chance, or a pet owner in financial crisis, desperate for low-cost veterinary care, we are proud to be there. Whether it's an ill patient whose pain is eased by a visit from our therapy animals, or a dog who's grateful for being rescued from an abusive owner, we are proud to be there. And it's not just what happens here at Animal Friends, it's also what we are taking out to the surrounding communities where the need is the greatest and the help is hard to find. But we know none of this is possible without your support. So please, join 31 Days of Compassion. Adopt, volunteer, and give. Trust me, you'll make a difference in the lives of so many. Come on, Lucky, let's go. We have work to do.
Make a difference in the lives of so many by supporting Animal Friends. Visit thinkingoutsidethecage.org or call 888-935-PETS to have your donation matched.
Animal Friends knows the pet overpopulation problem is everywhere. Unnecessarily euthanizing pets can never be the solution, which is why aggressive spay-neuter programming is at the forefront of their mission.
That's right. Through their mobile resource center, Animal Friends takes high-quality, low-cost spay-neuter services into the communities that need it the most. That's how Animal Friends met Doc Watson the cat, and his story is sure to warm your heart.
There you go, bud. Doc Watson was a little kitty that, pretty young guy that we had brought to us through one of our mobile resource clinics down in Westmoreland County. He was trapped at a trailer park, and he was brought to us just for regular spay, neuter, and vaccination.
See your teeth? I know, you don't like this. Nobody likes it.
We took him out, and closer examination of his eyes showed that he had some severe eye issues.
With one eye ruptured, the other nearly ruptured, and an infection setting in.
Okay, I'm right here.
Dr. Theo and the team got to Doc Watson just in time. They neutered and vaccinated him, and removed both of his eyes. Because of Animal Friends Mobile Resource Center, Doc Watson's life was saved.
These clinical services are extremely crucial for animals, not only owned pets, dogs and cats at home, but for these outside cats, feral cats.
He's in great shape now.
A lot of folks in underserved communities really can hardly afford these services for their dogs and cats, to take them to the vet once a year. When we are able to actually take the Mobile Resource Center into these neighborhoods who don't have close clinics in their neighborhoods, we notice many other issues that these cats may not receive ever, because most of the times our clients aren't going to the regular vets because they can't afford it.
Spaying and neutering pets is at the heart of Animal Friends. For more than 20 years, they've been compassionately and proactively fighting pet overpopulation. For far too long, too many pets have been unnecessarily euthanized in our region. And Animal Friends still firmly believes that euthanizing pets will never be the solution.
Over 20,000 animals are euthanized in Allegheny County alone every year. And while we have progressive adoption services to find those animals a loving home, adoption will never single-handedly solve the problem. The only way to end pet overpopulation proactively is through spay-neuter. So Animal Friends has made a big commitment over the past 5 years to alter as many animals as possible, primarily focused on low-income families and underserved communities. So last year we altered over 10,000 animals, just last year. And that will reduce the pet overpopulation problem extensively. And I firmly believe if we're able to alter 15,000 animals a year for 10 years straight, we'll end pet overpopulation in this region.
It's okay, Bubs. I know.
Thanks to Animal Friends, Doc Watson will no longer contribute more statistics to the harsh reality of pet overpopulation.
He's a hugger.
But instead, he'll live a long, healthy life
What do you think, Doc?
in a loving home.
We were able to see that he could be adopted out, and even one of our staff members fostered him to make sure that his care was going well and he was recovering. And in the meantime, she fell in love with him. So now Doc Watson will no longer be contributing to the pet overpopulation problem that we know is so prevalent in our region, but instead he'll now be part of a loving member of a family where he's safe and healthy.
It's incredible that Doc Watson's life was saved because of Animal Friends, and now he's living out the rest of his days as a happy and healthy member of a family.
That's because Animal Friends is committed to providing pets and their owners, feral cats and their caregivers, and smaller shelters the low-cost, high-quality spay-neuter services that they need.
But there are more animals out there, just like Doc Watson, that still need these critical life-saving services, and that's where you come in.
Make a difference in the lives of so many by supporting Animal Friends. Visit thinkingoutsidethecage.org or call 888-935-PETS to have your donation matched.
While some Animal Friends residents are adopted in just a couple days or weeks, others, they wait much, much longer.
But regardless of how long the animals are at Animal Friends, the staff and volunteers, they're committed to provide the best quality of life for each cat and dog and rabbit in its care. Each animal has the opportunity to receive playtime, training, relaxation, and enrichment every day.
That's right, this comprehensive approach of caring for animals is really unique. And Animal Friends is sure to customize it based on each resident's individual needs.
It's incredible, Rob. It really helps to ensure that all of the residents are at their happiest and healthiest while they impatiently wait to find homes. Just like long-term resident Marie. She's a sweet, intelligent dog who really has blossomed because of the creative enrichment that was designed specifically for her.
Come sit for me. I need you to sit. Come sit. Good girl.
Marie is a long-term resident of Animal Friends, and she came in through Humane Investigations confiscation. She was abandoned outside without food or water, and she's 4 now, and that was about 2 years ago, so we don't know much about when she was a puppy, if she was ever able to be a puppy. So it seems like right now she's trying to fit in all those lost years while she's here at the shelter.
Animal Friends nursed Marie back to health and brought out her spunk.
Good girl.
Sadly, she's still waiting for a home. But Marie's closest friends, like volunteer Greg Klutner, are committed to giving Marie the best possible care while she's at Animal Friends.
She's just so wonderful. It's amazing she hasn't gone home yet. She's just incredibly smart. She's got a lot of energy. She can be hyper and she can walk all over you if you let her, but she's absolutely wonderful if you just tell her to sit.
Good girl. That's good sit, babe.
Tell her down, tell her no. She's easily trainable, and she's gone through our training certification here at Animal Friends and did fantastic in that class.
Training is one part of Animal Friends' unique progressive approach to Marie's well-being. Enrichment is another.
Enrichment is essentially brain work, so it's the other side of physical activity. So we want to tire out their bodies, but then we also want to tire out their minds. And Enrichment gives them the chance to do that.
My name's Suzanne Dank. I'm the Animal Enrichment Specialist here at Animal Friends, and I've been here about 7.5 years.
Get in there. Good girl.
Marie has become famous for her enrichment capabilities. And enrichment is giving them things beyond the daily walks, a bone to chew in their kennel. It's about giving them quality of life and things that are unique and unusual happening in their day.
And she has to use her nose to find all the little cheese shreds.
And that can be playing with a box full of bottles, the scent of the day, which all the dogs have sprayed in their kennels, vanilla, coconut, something to stimulate their minds, get them thinking, something different that's happening when they're living a life of confinement in an enclosure. And Marie has really thrived with learning to play the games.
So this to her for a while, it'll be kind of the equivalent of us coming home from a day of work and you're just, I can't think anymore. And this is pretty much what that does, is it exhausts her brain. So this is really good for her.
Ha, and the cheese is really yummy.
Living in a kennel can be stressful, but the unique combination of activities Marie receives each day was designed to ease that stress. And when Marie is relaxed, she can now show her true personality, which helps adopters see her for who the staff and volunteers at Animal Friends know and love.
We want to make sure that they're as happy and as healthy as they can be while they're at Animal Friends. And we love them so much, so we want to make sure that they are happy and healthy, but we know that the best thing for them is to find a home.
You can see how much the staff and volunteers love all of the animals like Marie. And she's just one of about 300 dogs, cats, and rabbits that Animal Friends cares for on site and in foster care each and every day.
That's right, and all of the animals receive the individualized care they need and deserve. And Animal Friends is able to continue the comprehensive approach to their care through your generosity.
Make a difference in the lives of so many by supporting Animal Friends. Visit thinkingoutsidethecage.org or call 888-935-PETS to have your donation matched.
So far, we've introduced you to a very special dog and cat. Now it's time to meet a special group of rabbits.
That's right, these rabbits were transferred to Animal Friends from a local rescue group.
Animal Friends partners with rural shelters, animal control facilities, and rescues to help deserving pets like these rabbits get another chance at a happy life.
Through these transfers and in partnership with the other organizations, Animal Friends can help even more animals in our region, lessen overcrowding, and save more lives.
The relationships that we have with these other organizations or rescues are beneficial to both us and to them, as well as obviously to the animals most importantly. One case in particular, we were working with an organization that had learned of a situation where there was a large number of rabbits, Dutch rabbits in particular, that were in need of placement immediately.
These rabbits are just a few of the hundreds of animals transferred to Animal Friends from rescue groups, rural shelters, and animal control facilities.
What's great, I think, about the relationship, as I said, is some of these organizations are foster-based, meaning they don't necessarily have the sort of exposure to potential homes as we do here, because being a shelter, we have the building, there's people that come in, we have events and things that draw folks here, and they get exposed to a lot more people, a lot more opportunities to get adopted. One of the unique things that we do here, particularly pertaining to rabbits, would be the bun runs, which are really, really fun to watch.
Animal Friends bun runs are a great resource for finding homes for the resident rabbits. Through these bun runs, families can see the rabbits' personalities shine, which helps to see who would be best for them to adopt.
People really, really love it. Oftentimes if folks come in and they don't maybe know too much about rabbits or have never really interacted with rabbits before, it's a really great way to get people introduced to rabbits in general and watch how they behave, because they all really have unique personalities, which you can see when you're standing at the bun run and they're running through the tunnels and they're jumping on each other and just obviously having such a great time.
Transfers aren't the only way that animals make their way to Animal Friends. Dogs, cats, and rabbits of all sizes and breeds can come in as strays, Humane Investigation confiscations, and owner surrenders. But the most heartbreaking is when a family needs to surrender a beloved pet because they cannot afford to care for it.
It's really hard when you see a family member that they obviously love their pet and their pet loves them, And not every home is, they don't have a lot of money, and that's not what animals need. They need love, they need attention, and you can see these people care, but they just don't have the money to, pay for, $40 just office visit, then $20 for a vaccine, and then $20 for another vaccine, and then, well, they need, a microchip so they don't get lost. Well, that's another $50, and that could be their budget for their food for the whole month. For their own kids, so they can't afford to keep their pet, but they love their pet. So that's when it's really important that we can offer these services, because then you don't have those situations where a family is being ripped apart for no reason other than lack of financial funds.
But Animal Friends is determined to change that by providing pet owners of all income levels accessible and affordable medical care that their pets need and deserve.
One of the programs that we are trying to work on is serving underserved communities. There are a lot of places in Pittsburgh that they don't have access to vet care, especially affordable vet care. So, we're not just having people come here, we're working on actually getting out in the community. So we're going out, knocking door to door, talking to people about, what vaccines their pets need, because some people don't realize, how, Lyme disease can affect their dog, or why their cat has to have a rabies vaccine, or how a microchip can get their pet back home. So we're going to the community and not just educating them, but we're having, clinics in their neighborhoods, so that people that might not drive or have limited mobility can still get the things that their pet needs.
Animal Friends doesn't want to see beloved pets surrendered because their families don't have access to affordable, high-quality wellness care.
That's right. Animal Friends is determined to change that by providing pet owners of all income levels access to the necessary medical care their pets need to remain healthy, safe, and loved members of their families. And you can ensure this continues.
Make a difference in the lives of so many by supporting Animal Friends. Visit thinkingoutsidethecage.org or call 888-935-PETS to have your donation matched.
Animal Friends Humane Investigations Department serves as an invaluable resource to all of us here in Allegheny County. While it's hard to imagine, Animal Friends receives dozens of calls each and every day reporting animal abuse and neglect.
Thanks to Animal Friends humane police officers, animals once in grim situations are given a second chance.
Animal Friends never wants to see conditions deteriorate to a level where legal intervention is required. Their officers first try to give advice and referrals to educate people and provide them with supplies. But when the situation demands, action must be taken.
And once these desperate animals arrive at Animal Friends, their rehabilitation begins immediately. They're treated medically and provided with food, water, shelter, and most importantly, a lot of love. And eventually, the animals learn how to trust people again.
That brings us to our next story about Sonnet the tabby cat. She was one of 4 dozen cats rescued from a hoarding situation.
Hi, I'm Rob Fredley, one of the Humane Police Officers here at Animal Friends. I've been a Humane Police Officer here for 5 years. I do everything from the investigation, the prosecution, the rescuing, as well as the surveillance for animal cruelty investigations.
In the 5 years Officer Fredley has been working with Animal Friends, he has rescued more than 1,000 animals from many dangerous situations. The Humane Investigations Department serves as a valuable resource for citizens to report animal abuse and neglect. I had the opportunity to ride along with Officer Fredley to get an inside look at a day in the life of a humane police officer. What exactly are you looking for in these neighborhoods, maybe as you are on patrol?
So if we have a specific case, we will go, sometimes it's just doing surveillance. I want to see if the information that was received is true or false before I knock on the door. Is there any evidence that makes me believe that this animal that I'm seeing on this property could be in bad shape, could be maybe doesn't need food, water, or shelter?
Caring, compassionate citizens play a vital role in saving the lives of abused, abandoned, and neglected animals. Like last summer, a call came into Animal Friends that led to the investigation and rescue of 48 cats from a desperate situation.
It was a very unsanitary type of condition, lack of most utilities in the house, and again, this person needed additional help, not just remove all of the cats to make her daily routine less work. The house was condemned. It was that bad of shape.
It's important to Animal Friends to not only help the animals, but also the people in these situations. So when it came time to serve the search warrant and remove the neglected cats, social services was brought along to provide support to the former owner.
We're there to make that animal's life better But by doing that, we also make the person's life better. It might be specifically they didn't have enough money to go to the vet, but we can provide some resources, get that animal better, and then now they can continue on with a healthy family lifestyle. So it's not about just writing citations or serving warrants or removing animals. Sometimes if we can intervene early, we can help fix the problem before it becomes a major problem.
Among the dozens of cats rescued from the hoarding situation was Sonnet, a sweet and shy cat that desperately needed Animal Friends' help.
Just after Sonnet arrived, she actually gave birth, so she was heavily pregnant. She had 3 kittens, and she was a ferociously protective first-time mom. She was a very young cat, so we had to just sort of keep her quiet and keep her protected because most of the animal care couldn't get near her or her kittens. Once the kittens were weaned off, we started working with Sonnet herself. She really had never had positive interactions with people, so we do a technique here called treat and retreat. So you just approach the cage, you give her a cat cookie or whatever she likes that day, and you back away. So whenever somebody is in the cage or at the cage, she's getting something special.
Little by little, Animal Friends is seeing progress with Sonnet. Through hand feeding, play sessions, and positive interactions, she is learning to trust people. And Animal Friends will continue to work with her and socialize her, and hopefully soon find her a patient, loving home.
So Sonnet now is available for adoption. She is in here on the adoption floor. She's enjoying a lot of playtime in our big playroom with volunteers a couple of times a day.
Sonnet is just one of hundreds of animals that have been rescued, rehabilitated, and soon to be rehomed through Animal Friends.
Sadly, there are more animals out there just like Sonnet who still need help, and you can ensure Animal Friends will provide them with the second chance they so deserve.
Make a difference in the lives of so many by supporting Animal Friends. Visit thinkingoutsidethecage.org or call 888-935-PETS to have your donation matched.
Animal Friends is about giving homeless pets a new beginning. Each dog, cat, and rabbit is given a second chance, but sometimes they need a third, and even a fourth.
This was just the case for Ryger the puppy. At just 11 months old, he already overcame a life-threatening disease and underwent a major surgery. But in between, he gave back through Animal Friends' summer camp program. Ryger taught a future member of our community how important it is to bond with our pets and to have compassion for other living things.
And now, tenacious little Ryger is recovering in foster care and hoping for a loving home. Quite simply, Ryger's success is because of the incredibly committed staff and volunteers at Animal Friends. They just don't give up. Now, let's meet Ryger. One thing can be said for this amazing pup. He is a trooper. Ryger's gone through quite a lot at only 11 months old, and staff veterinarian Dr. Tegan Fuller has been there through it all.
Ryger came in, I think it was last June, through our Humane Investigations department, and he was confiscated with, I believe, 6 or 7 other littermates. He's quite the trooper. He survived a less than ideal home situation and then parvovirus. He recovered well from that, and we were able to get him neutered, fully vaccinated and vetted.
Once Ryger was fully recovered, he became a summer camp puppy. There he learned manners and some basic commands. And with the help of some Animal Friends dedicated volunteers, he helped to teach the students about the important relationship people can have with their pets.
One of the really nice things about our camp is that kids get to learn responsible pet ownership. So often people think that they're just going to adopt a dog, but they don't realize all that is involved in it. The training that animals need to have. We touch on nutrition a little bit, about how the best kinds of food. We talk about their exercise needs. And it's really important for the teens to learn how to become a responsible dog owner. And what we'd like to think is maybe when our teens leave our camp, they go home and they tell their parents, their aunts, their uncles, their family, their friends. And so we're not just teaching those 10 kids who are in the camp that week, but we're also teaching the community while we're doing this.
Animal Friends knows that to continue their life-saving work, they need to pass along their knowledge to the next generation, because they'll be the ones to carry it on for years to come. And longtime volunteer Bob Dell has seen the positive outcome firsthand.
Many of our campers, having gone through that experience, really liked it so well that they came back and wanted to have a second camp. So we put a second camp on of 10 campers, and we offer that as well in this summer. We have a great time with it. The pups obviously enjoy it, and they're getting some basic skill training at a very young age, which is really important for the social nature of pups and the training, the basic training as well. To the extent that usually at the end of that camp, all those 10 pups are usually adopted out immediately.
And after summer camp, Ryger did find a home. But a few months later, he was back at Animal Friends.
He went to out into the community with a family, and he returned February actually of this year of 2016 for limping on one of his legs. We quickly found that as he had grown, he apparently developed what's called luxating patella, which is where his kneecaps roll inwards, and there's a variety of different degrees of luxating patella, but for Ryger it was more severe, and it was both of his legs, and it was preventing him from walking normal, and it was causing him a lot of pain. We had a surgical consult with him, and they recommended having surgery on both of his knees, where they literally went back in and rebuilt his knees so that he could lead a normal life, and he's doing wonderfully post-operatively, so he is walking and seems very comfortable. He should make a full recovery.
Our foster families are so important because they can give the animals that need it the around-the-clock care that sometimes we can't fully give them in the shelter. So he's recovering in a foster home, and what's even more incredible about this guy is he's only 11 months. So he's already seen so much. So we're so happy that we can be a part of giving him this second, third, fourth chance again at finding a loving home, from being a puppy that was in a bad situation to now he's in a loving foster home.
From basic physical exams to battling infectious diseases, Animal Friends is committed to providing the shelter animals the highest quality, compassionate, healthy experience while in their care.
And Ryger is just one of hundreds of animals that need your support to further Animal Friends' dedication.
Make a difference in the lives of so many by supporting Animal Friends. Visit thinkingoutsidethecage.org or call 888-935-PETS to have your donation matched.
From everyone at Animal Friends, thank you for joining us for the Animal Friends Tail-A-Thon. We hope you enjoyed meeting the animals and learning about the depth of programs and services Animal Friends offers. We sure did.
Pittsburgh is so lucky to have such a recognized organization right here, offering so many life-saving resources. But it can only continue with your help. Please consider a gift now. And remember, your donation will go further. Your gift made to Animal Friends 31 Days of Compassion will be matched.
Animal Friends relies solely on the generosity of its supporters, people just like you. Your support will ensure more pets like Ryger, Sonnet, and the Dutch Rabbits will get the second and third chances they so deserve. Your support will ensure that Animal Friends' progressive life-saving programs and services continue. Visit thinkingoutsidethecage.org or call 888-935-PETS to have your gift match 50 cents on the dollar up to $40,000.
The animals thank you for your generosity during Animal Friends 31 Days of Compassion. Your gift could quite literally save a life. For Animal Friends Tail-A-Thon, I'm Rob Johnston with Chris Winter.
Have a great night.